Hello, everybody, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Today, I am giving you my top 10 horror movies from the year 2020. We all know that 2020 has been a challenging year for all. Even in such a year, we got some of the best horror films, which I am sharing here today. If you haven't seen these movies yet or haven't seen their explanation, then I highly recommend you to watch them. Number 10. The Hunt. The Hunt is a controversial political thriller and horror film. Here some people with ultra-left-wing ideology kidnapped elites from the right wing. There are 12 main characters in the film who are finding their reason for kidnapping. Many people die in it. There is violence in the film, there is drama, there is comedy, and there is also horror. You can put it in the category of horror comedy. It is an entertainment film. There are a lot of abuses in the film, hence don't watch it with a family. Number 9. Swallow. Swallow is a 2020 psychological body horror film directed by Carlo Mirabella Davis. Here the leading lady, Hunter, is a working-class lady who marries a wealthy man. After marriage she started feeling isolated. Her mental health took a wrong turn, and she started swallowing ordinary objects like marbles, paper pins, metal objects, batteries. A few days later, Hunter becomes pregnant where she learns that she is suffering from a psychological disorder called pica. The film is full of suspense, which you should see once, as films work on body horror. Number 8. The Mortuary Collection. The Mortuary Collection is a film made from 5 short stories which are quite interesting. It is a horror anthology film set in a mortuary house in 1980. The house's owner is Montgomery Dark, who explains these stories. The story number 2 is very disgusting. Story number 4 is shocking and full of quirks. The 5 stories have been beautifully clubbed to make a unified story. There is horror, there is suspense, there is drama, and there is also a social message as well. Number 7. SPUTNIK. This is a Russian space horror film whose plot is based on the Cold War space race. This story is about a doctor who has been called for a medical checkup of an astronaut. The astronaut returned from the space station where a parasite was growing in him. It's scary as hell, thrilling scenes are interesting, and the special effects are superb. For the first time a horror movie has been made on the backdrop of space race. This will scare you for sure. Number 6. La Llorona, or The Weeping Woman. La Llorona is a Guatemalan-Mexican horror film themed on politics. The film tells the story of a Mexican general from the 1980s who did the genocide of local Mayan people. There was a clear case of human rights violation against him, yet he got released free. Hence, to provide justice to those who suffered, a local supernatural entity, La Llorona, comes to his house. It starts taking revenge. La Llorona is a real Mexican legend which is depicted in a lot of films. This film is quite creepy. Number 5. The Invisible Man. Based on the concept of the classic hit film The Invisible Man, this new film is a genuine sci-fi horror film. This film is completely different from the previous film. Here the new cutting-edge technology has been applied to artificial intelligence. Lead character Cecilia is here in a toxic relationship from which she wants to run away. Her husband is an abusively possessive guy who can go to any lengths to keep her with him. Released in pre-lockdown time, this film was a blockbuster. Number 4. RELIC. This is an Australian horror film which tells the story of 3 different generations of women. A mother comes with her daughter to see her old mother who was fighting dementia. In the beginning, the old lady was missing, her house was a mess and paranormal activities were also there. This is a deeply emotional film where the patients suffering from dementia are shown from the angle of horror. This is a slow-burning film which will scare you as well as make you emotional. I have recapped this film on my channel. If you have missed it somehow, please check it. Number 4. The Empty Man. Released in September, The Empty Man is 2 hours and 15 minutes long. This is also a slow-burn film but quite a scary one. The film is based on the Tibetan philosophical concept of tulpa. Many Western audience didn't get the film much. The film's lead, James, is an ex-cop who starts searching for his family friend, Nora's daughter. During which he falls prey to a conspiracy. The film's soundtrack, music, cinematography, and the climax are exceptionally good. It's a must-watch. I will soon do a recap on this. Number 2. His House. The film, which was released on Netflix in October, is based on the refugee crisis of Europe. The film depicts a couple who came to England after fleeing the civil war of South Sudan. To stay alive on the way, they do all possible immoral activities, which started haunting them after they arrived in England. The film highlights the refugee crisis, the policy of the government of England, fake humanity of some Britishers, moral dilemma of migrants. The film's plot line, set design, acting are superb. It's an intense movie which is not everyone's cup of tea. Before watching the best horror film of this year, here are some respectable, enjoyable films and TV series. The Rental, The Call, Gretel and Hansel, The Haunting of Bly Manor, Hotel Lake, I Am Thinking of Ending Things, Possessor. Number 1. Host. The best horror film of 2020 is Host. Shot during the COVID lockdown of 2020, this film is only 56 minutes long. Last year and even this year, everyone has worked on the Zoom call, which was the theme of this film. This is a film inspired by a real incident. Here 5 ladies conduct an online seance session which backfires, and a demonic entity starts possessing them. It is best because it showed human creativity in an adverse condition. The film was an instant hit upon its release. If you have not seen it yet, then definitely watch it once. So, in my opinion, this is the top 10 horror films of the year 2020. I know many people will not agree with this, but this is my personal opinion. Please comment the names of 3 horror films that you liked from the year 2020. I will consider them for explanation. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Take care.